Iran Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi called talks in Rome on Saturday on a potential nuclear deal with the U.S. useful.
من همونطور که عرض کردم مذاکرات
In an interview afterward, he said the negotiations were held in a constructive atmosphere and are moving forward. The two sides agreed to task experts to start drawing up a framework for a possible agreement after a second round of discussions following President Donald Trump's threat of military action. Araghchi negotiated for almost 4 hours with Trump's Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff through an Omani official who shuttled messages between them. It was their second indirect meeting in a week. Araghchi said the top negotiators would meet again in Oman next Saturday to review the experts' work and assess how closely it aligns with the principles of a potential agreement. Omani Foreign Minister Badr al-Busadi said the talks are gaining momentum and that, quote, now even the unlikely is possible. Trump, who abandoned a 2015 nuclear pact between Tehran and world powers during his first term in 2018, has threatened to attack Iran unless it reaches a new deal swiftly that would prevent it from developing a nuclear weapon. Iran says its nuclear program is peaceful and it is willing to discuss limited curbs to its atomic work in return for lifting international sanctions. An official with the Trump administration said the U.S. and Iran made very good progress in the talks.
Friends and family on this really incredible achievement. Come a long way, huh? It's amazing.
On Iran, would you be open to letting Iran keep some kind of civil nuclear program?
No impact whatsoever.
Program need to be dismantled?
I'm for stopping Iran, very simply, from having a nuclear weapon. They can't have a nuclear weapon. I want Iran to be great and prosperous and terrific. I stopped them once they were broke and they didn't have any money for Hamas. They didn't have any money for Hezbollah. There wouldn't have been an October 7th disaster. They were broke. They had no money. And they weren't spending it to terrorist organizations because they had none. When Biden came in, he took all the sanctions off. China wasn't allowed to buy. I said, if you buy, because they're their biggest customer, I said, you buy 1 barrel of oil, just 1 barrel of oil from Iran, and you can't do business in the United States. And by the way, we have nice conversations going with China just to intercede, It's like really very good. But with Iran, they can't have a nuclear weapon, and if they have a nuclear weapon, you'll all be very unhappy. You'll all be very unhappy because your life will be in great danger. Yeah. People from mental institutions and insane asylums, gang members, drug dealers, pouring into our place. And you know what? Our people voted for me to get them out. They want them out.
There are serious issues over which compromise has to come about. And there's not much ground that the Iranians have except for saying that, look, we want some kind of an enrichment program. We don't want they can't lose face. I don't think anything is likely to be reached this weekend. But I think if these negotiations fall apart, then there will be military strikes against Iranian nuclear sites and possibly some other infrastructure on Iran, on Iranian soil, water, electricity, oil facilities, things of those natures, which the Iranian economy seriously cannot afford to have.